Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sales Director for Blitz Communications, Graham Pope.
I hope you've all really enjoyed today's insightful presentations and demonstrations thus far. There will be more coming up after the lunch, during the lunch break. So I've noticed that there's quite a few more people here today, actually, rather than there were this morning. Same old faces in the back row. Do remember, as Richard rightly pointed out, that we are tracking your every move, so we know what you're up to. But I wanted to wrap up today's sessions and talk a little bit about the impacts that technology is likely to have on the event sector moving forward. Really to emphasise the benefits of us, I guess, and the ability to integrate all of these different technologies that are out there, that are coming online, in order to give you and your clients the best possible event experience. Some of you would have seen today that content will change. Well, it will change the way that content is actually delivered to the attendee. So the Blitz graphics team, for example, are accustomed to developing content for multiple display devices. But the core of their business very much remains the PowerPoint, the keynote, the Prezi, the sort of information you're seeing on screen today. But already our team are increasingly looking at ways to make content adaptable, or adaptive content. And that is content that automatically formats itself to the display device it's being shown on. Just imagine then the power of Google Glass, display lights and other display mediums, and just how much that's going to change the way in which we create content moving forward. But it's not just about displaying presentation content. The need for printed material is ever decreasing, with event organisers like yourselves adopting digital signage, for instance, among other things. But with that in mind, will it change the landscape of events? Will organisers start to, in some instances, change the venues they use, for instance? Will we see a move away from the typical hotel environment? Will technology change the structure of the live event? So, for example, with the use of glass surfaces to display content, will we change the way in which we structure a breakout session? But one thing is absolutely certain, which Ash pointed out earlier. Networking will become much easier and far more productive. Integration of our event metrics and our digital signage platforms alone make it easy to identify and display the identity of an attendee. Add the power of Google Glass, and just imagine how effective networking can become. But perhaps the most powerful tool moving forward is, in increasing your return on investment, is event data, as Richard's just been talking about. The more accurate and detailed, the more valuable it's going to be. Now, Event Metrics already integrates with things like touchscreen kiosks, making it easy to identify an individual and present information that is specific to them. But that whole process can become automated. So let's look at the exhibition sector, for instance. Visitors are able to touch a badge, which will automatically email them details of a product that they're interested in, and at the same time send their email address to the exhibitor, providing them a very valuable sales lead. The possibilities really are almost endless, but that in itself presents challenges that, once again, technology has to overcome. For example, with all these multiple display devices, take for instance all of you are wearing Google Glass today, how do we retain the attention and the focus of the attendee? We have to ensure that content is controlled, so that could mean blocking access to wider social media networks, for instance. And moderation is absolutely critical. Now, at a basic level, I'm sure I'm not the only one in this room who's fallen foul of the dreaded iPhone autocorrect. So I thought I'd just show you a simple example, one that didn't involve me, I might add. Was here, so hello Mrs. X, this is Jonathan from KPMG. I just wanted to confirm your interview at 1:30 p.m. tomorrow. Hello Mr. Y, yes I'll be there, thank you for confirming. I look forward to sleeping with you. Clearly not the best way to start a job, or maybe it is, I don't know. But it's absolutely critical that we address and moderate particularly negativity. It's no longer, from a technical staging company's point of view like Blitz, it's no longer just about the deliverables of the event. It's an understanding of the pre-event communication and marketing, the deliverables on the day, and of course the event legacy thereafter. And technology plays a huge part in that whole process. So from the perspective of Blitz, our approach has changed rather dramatically. It's more important than ever that we're engaged as early as possible in the event planning process. Yes, the deliverables of the day remain the focus for us, but the earlier we're engaged, the better solutions we can come up with, the better overall event you get, and the better the event legacy. To reinforce a quote you heard from Will Broom, or some of you heard from Will Broom this morning, quoting Darwin, Blitz as a business has had to adapt to change. From a video company to an audio-visual and AV company, to an innovator of technology, to an innovator and an integrator of technology. And that, in essence, is the Blitz Connection. I'd like to thank you all very much for attending. I hope you've found it useful. We've tried to find the right balance between a bit of presentation material and live demonstrations. I'm sure all of the guys that have presented, they could have talked for hours about their particular products, but we haven't got that much time. Do use hashtag the Blitz Connection for any questions or suggestions. We will be addressing them post-event. We will be making content available online as well. Thank you very much.